the big move, obviously, last year for the Broncos was the quarterback position with Russell Wilson. And I always love it when somebody gets a chip on his shoulder and or a stick up his butt over the fact that the rest of the world happened to notice that somebody didn't play well. Garett Bolles defending Russell Wilson against those of us who just happened to notice last year was not a good year for Russell Wilson. Here's Bolles taking up for his quarterback.
I think he's phenomenal. You guys write the stories, so, the fire goes where you guys write. And that's just reality. But we knew who he was as a person. We know who he is. I've known him very personal. I love him dearly. I think he's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game in the last 10 years. I mean, stats don't lie. Just because you have one rough season, you can't dictate the type of guy and his personality and what he goes through. I was angry with everything that came out because I love him dearly. I take it very personal when people talk about him because nobody knows him like I do or us here. And so, when you put a heart on the line and you're focused and things go rocky, you look like the bad guy, but he's not. He's a great dude. He's the same guy every single day. He works his butt off. And I'm ready for that stuff to go away. And when it goes, everyone's going to eat crow.
This is a product of Sean Payton. I don't want to give him unnecessary praise for what we heard yesterday, but you know what? When all the stuff was going sideways last year and everybody was saying all the things they were saying about Russell Wilson, where was Garett Bolles to say all that stuff then? Where was anybody from within the locker room to stand up and say, leave Russ alone? No, not like that. Not like what we saw yesterday. Not like
well, how are you going to say
that?
Leave Russ alone when he's playing like dog poo in the middle of the season and everybody's just reacting to that? I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat anything. All right. If it's crow that I will eat, it will taste just fine. And I will be just fine with it because I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for reacting to Russell Wilson playing badly and saying he played badly because you're mad about it. I mean, all the stuff that came out. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Say that Russell Wilson is fine when he's taken the most sacks in the league? He scored 16 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Oh man, Russell Wilson was great last year. Really? I mean, what are we doing here? They didn't even score 17 points a game last year. Last offense in the entire league in terms of scoring. So I don't really know why I'm supposed to eat crow when we are reacting to what it is that we're seeing. Sorry, Garett Bolles. I get that he's defending his quarterback, and that's great. Defend your teammate. Be a great teammate. I understand that. But I also am not going to sit here and be like, oh man, that narrative last year was so ridiculous about Russell Wilson because we were all reacting to exactly what he did on the field. The hell is that? No, I'm not apologizing for that. We were reacting to what we saw, and Russell Wilson was bad. He wasn't the only thing that was bad about the Broncos. Nathaniel Hackett, certainly bad too, but he was bad. And so we said he was bad. The end.
For all we know, crow is the secret ingredient in exotic chicken fingers. I don't know. I don't have the recipe.
I don't either.
But my point is this, and I tried to set up the notion that I agree with everything you just said before I threw to the sound. It always drives me nuts when players get indignant about the fact that we in the media have eyes and ears and can discern crap when we see it. It was a bad, horrible, awful year for the Broncos and Russell Wilson. My point is, part of the effort to get the most out of Russell Wilson is to have him propped up. We got to prop him up. We got to fight for him. We got to defend him. Somebody says something bad about Russell Wilson, we got to say, shut up. This is our guy. And I just feel like this full-throated effort by Garett Bolles that I don't recall him making during the crap year last year. That's my point. When you've got a coach who understands all the details and all the nuances and isn't just a glorified offensive coordinator who has landed in a spot above and beyond his overall skill set as a coach like Nathaniel Hackett did. You have somebody who understands the importance of messaging. I think you're going to hear it from more of these guys this year, all the way, every step of the way. They're going to prop up Russell Wilson like he's never been propped up before in the hopes of getting him to play better. Now, if he doesn't play better, he's gone after this year. Mm-hmm. That's the downside. Hey, Russ, we're going to prop you up, but if you suck again, you're going to be playing for somebody else in 2024. But this is just part of the environment that I think Sean Payton's trying to create. If you're ever going to have a chance to get the most out of Russell Wilson in Denver, You've got to fight for this guy. You've got to get behind this guy. He's the leader. And everybody else isn't just following, they're fighting on his behalf.
Which is great. I mean, more power to him. But I mean, we heard some of this stuff from receivers last year too, even at the height of the crap, right? I mean, I remember Jerry Jeudy coming out and saying really good things about Russell Wilson, and they all talk about how hard he works. And it's great. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Russell Wilson's character or his work ethic or any of that, because I don't see it. And that's true. But when it comes to the results that we saw on the field, Russell Wilson did not have a good 2022 season, full stop, period. And I'm sorry, like, if you have a problem with people saying that, then you have a problem with the truth. And it's all about narrative, right? We can say all these different things, but the narrative changes when a player plays better. That's another thing that the Kelsey brothers have said. Jason Kelsey said this on one of his podcasts. He gets annoyed when people talk about, oh, it's this narrative, it's that narrative. The narrative changes, the narrative shifts, the narrative gets more positive if you see that players are playing better. So if Russell Wilson comes out like gangbusters and has an incredible first 4 games of the season and is the Russell Wilson that we expected to see last year when he got there to Denver, and we see it this year, then everything changes because everybody's reacting to what they see. So yeah, I mean, I know we're kind of going in circles about this, but like, the whole like, oh, you guys are mean because Russell Wilson is blah, blah, blah. Like it gets on my nerves.
You came dangerously close to saying you can't handle the truth there at one point from the movie that I've encouraged you to watch, but you've yet to watch.
Because it's like $13 to rent. I'm not paying that.
It's not $13 to rent. It's not. It's $13 to buy. Maybe there isn't. It's so weird. Everything about the whole streaming reality, like it's available here. It's like playing 3-card Monte. Like where's the ace? Like I don't know. It's on Hulu. Well, then it's gone. Well, where is it now? Well, I don't know. Oh, there it is on Netflix. Well, wait. Now it's gone. Where is it now? Oh, now it's on Peacock. Well, okay. Well, no, where is it now? It's just so weird.
There's got to be
watching
a logic
Peacock
to it.
There's got to be a
lot
plan
of things
to
watch there.
There are a lot of things to watch on Peacock. Just squat on Peacock, and eventually all the great movies will be there. And watch them while they are, because you never know when they're going to be gone. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.